Hi everybody, this is Kevin Ferguson. How many of you have heard of the site Instagram? If you're like me, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you've checked it out. But what I didn't know is that Instagram is the fastest growing site for marketers because it's effective. It is very effective. And I've been fortunate enough to get my hands on some training by the queen of social marketing, free marketing techniques. She built a six-figure business around social media marketing, and Instagram is a huge part of that. I've been doing some testing myself. It is effective. But like everything else, it takes time. You have to educate yourself, and that's what this training is all about. Go ahead and check it out. And if you have not joined us at Online Profit for Dummies, your free marketing system, go ahead and go over to itsmypaydaytoday.com, www.itsmypaydaytoday.com. Opt in. I will show you how this works, how I made $1,000 my first month with it, and how we've taken this to a six-figure business in less than a year, less than 9 months really. So folks, listen, enjoy the training. Leave me your comments. If you have any questions, you can contact me. My number's in the description like always. Take care, have a great day, and God bless.
With that being said, how many of you out there actually use Instagram? How many of you out there actually use Instagram right now? If you use Instagram right now, say me, I do, or no, I don't, or whatever the case may be. Let me know if you use Instagram or you don't use Instagram. Okay, some people are saying not me, some people are saying me, some people are saying no. Okay, great. How many of you that are on the webinar don't even know what Instagram is? Anyone on the webinar that don't even know what Instagram is? This is like the first time that you've actually heard of Instagram. There might be a few of you out there that might be that way. Anybody out there that's heard of Instagram for the first time on this webinar? Okay, cool. There's a handful of you out there. That's okay. Alrighty, fantastic. So, listen, tonight we're going to really break down Instagram, why you want to be marketing on Instagram, and the importance of Instagram. Instagram is so important, and it is so valuable that literally a few months ago, Facebook paid a little over $1 billion for Instagram. A little over $1 billion. Now, if Facebook reached inside of their pocket and paid a little over $1 billion for a website, do you think it might be valuable? Do you think it might be valuable? Anybody out there? Anybody out there think that if Facebook paid a little bit over $1 billion for something, do you think that it might be a little bit valuable? Well, Google paid a little over $1 billion for YouTube a few years back. And what is the value that YouTube brings to the marketplace? I know that there's people out there that don't even have cable anymore because they're literally looking at everything on YouTube now. So obviously there is some value in a website that any company would spend well over $1 billion for. Now, if you have $1 billion under your mattress right now, this webinar probably isn't for you, because you could have just bought Instagram yourself. So you might be wasting time hanging out with us right now. But I'm just under the assumption that no one on this webinar has $1 billion under their mattress. If they do, feel free to email me so I can give you a shout at the end of the webinar. Maybe we can JV on something in the future. So with that being said, I decided to dig into the Rolodex and whip out one of the most prolific marketers out there when it comes down to Instagram. Now, let me tell you a little bit of a quick story. You know, I met this young lady in one of my former companies, okay, where her and I were really good at selling milkshakes, okay? And she was actually sidelined to me, and we became really good friends, and I'm really good friends with her former sponsor. You know, and at the end of the day, I was watching how she was progressing as a leader in this industry. I was literally watching how she was progressing as a leader in this industry. Notice this is not an audio-only webinar. There is no slides to show you right now. Give us about 3 minutes, brother. I watched her become a prolific leader in this industry. And I started paying attention. I started paying attention to how she was attracting the amount of people to her business. Because you see, Randy Gage said it the best a long time ago. He literally said, while everybody's zigging, you should be zagging. Let me repeat that. While everybody's zigging, you should be zagging. So let's think about that for a second. While everybody else might be hanging around on one particular website, this superstar is actually eating like a fat kid at Golden Corral off of another website that a lot of people aren't paying attention to, because they're sitting not just posting pictures every day or looking at reality stars or following rappers or singers or actors or all these different people. And she's actually figured out how to monetize it. She's become a phenomenal social media queen, someone who I adore a lot. She's a six-figure earner inside of this industry, and someone that I really, really, truly think that every single person on this webinar should whip out a pen, whip out a pad, and pay very, very close attention to the nuggets that she's going to give you tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to pass the ball over to my friend, to superstar, to social media expert, to the queen of Instagram, my buddy, Charlize Rudo. Charlize, are you there, Sunshine?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I've got you loud and clear, superstar. Take it away.
Nice. Hey, guys, I just want to start off by saying thanks so much for getting on this webinar with me and taking some time. You know, people think I'm crazy because I'm laughing every day saying how I'm making sales every single day off of Instagram. You would think that a free app, you know, wouldn't be able to do that for you, but I'm going to give you guys some amazing tips. We are going to take questions at the end, so don't feel overwhelmed, but just like Cedric said, guys, grab a pen and a piece of paper. I guarantee you, I know that I'm going to give you guys some tips that you probably don't know about. So what I'm going to, I have these slides, right? Can you see my slides, by the way, Cedric?
Yes, I can see your slides.
Okay.
John. Can everybody else out there see the screen? I want to make sure before we rock and roll. Can everybody see the screen? Yes, everybody has it, Sunshine. We're good to go.
Oh, okay, cool. So when I originally did this screen, I said, you know, how to make money with Instagram. And then I thought, no, I'm going to teach you how to make money literally when we get off this webinar or tomorrow, where you can get your first sale with Instagram. I'm going to teach you guys how to captivate, connect, and convert your leads. You know, it's one thing to hang out and post a couple pictures here and there, but it's another thing to really monetize what you're doing. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I think my time's really valuable. And although most of my business is coming through social media, I'm very calculated about how I do it. I'm not sitting all day on Instagram. And so I want to teach you guys how I do it in very little time per day, and I'm bringing in sales every single day. So you guys are probably asking, who are you? Where did you come from? I mean, Cedric gave you a good introduction, but who are you? Guys, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'll tell you what, I got into network marketing because I actually lost my job. Just to like tell you a little bit about myself, when I got back into the industry, into network marketing, I didn't have money to pay for my kit. I was negative in my bank account, to be really honest. I sold my bed for my starter kit with the company that Cedric was just talking about, and that's how I got into social media. That's how I became a social media expert, because, guys, I didn't have the money. I couldn't pay for someone to do my advertising. I couldn't pay for Facebook ads or SEO or any, you know, I couldn't pay for anything, and so I figured it out myself. Through doing that, I also landed a radio show called the Social Network Marketer Show, where this is what I teach now. I teach people how to utilize and leverage their social media sites to build a downline with little or no money. And I know there's a lot of you that are probably on this webinar right now that are saying, oh, that's great, Charlie, so I'm not in network marketing. Guys, don't worry. I promise, regardless of what area you're in, what profession you're in, I can help you get your first sale tomorrow. So what is Instagram? Guys, the cool thing about Instagram is it's a mobile site. It's a mobile-only sharing site. You can get on the computer, on your laptop, and use it. However, it's not very convenient. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. But let's be honest, I always have my phone on me all the time. I was just laughing today saying I'm sleeping with my phone lately. So everyone has their phone on you. If you already have this on you, why not download a free app and make money from it in a couple minutes a day? So what Instagram is it's a fun and quirky way just for you to share your life with your friends through pictures. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it is. And if you guys are on Facebook or you're friends with me on Facebook, you notice, have you ever posted some text and not that many people respond? But when you post the exact same text and you have a picture, all of a sudden all these people are sharing it. All of a sudden everyone's commenting on it. It's because it's that visual. It connects people to you. It makes them feel like they connect with you, like they understand what you're saying. They get a visual. You know, it's one thing to say, I went to the beach and, oh, the sand was great and the you know, the waves and blah, blah, blah. But when people can see it, they see the sun going off the water, they see the sand, they see, you know, the trees blowing in the wind, it brings up a whole nother emotion in them, guys. So you're able to snap a photo from your mobile phone, choose a filter, there's tons of different filters, and we'll go over this in a second, and it allows you to experience moments in your friends' lives too, all through pictures. Now, guys, Cedric was talking about it earlier. Instagram is right now, an article actually came out yesterday from Inside Facebook. Instagram is the fastest growing social network amongst marketers worldwide right now. It is growing leaps and bounds, you guys. It's not just something where you're sharing pictures of your dogs and you're hanging out and taking selfies. Guys, this is serious, and this is going to bring you a lot of money if you use it correctly. There's over 150 million users on the platform, guys. 150 million users. There's 16 billion pictures being shared and 1 billion likes happening each day. Yes, billion with a B. That is wide open for us. You know, I was kind of asking some questions during the week to see what people wanted me to talk about and answering, you know, questions and answered. And it's amazing how many people said, what? You can't make money off that. My aunt posts her dog on that site. That's a dumb site, guys. Trust me, as we go on, grab the pen and paper because I'm going to teach you a lot of stuff right now. Anyone can make money on Instagram. Yes, I'm in network marketing. But I have stay-at-home moms that are selling their crafts on Etsy, network marketers that are bringing their products in front of people, people that have brick-and-mortar businesses. I have a client that has a tire business. He's always checking in there, showing pictures of how busy they are, showing his technicians, giving client recognition. If you're in internet sales, same thing, guys. It doesn't matter if you have your own product or you're selling something for someone else. Instagram has something for everyone. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a wannabe entrepreneur, or someone that's staying at home, it doesn't matter. And I will probably bring up network marketing a lot in this conversation, guys, but don't worry. So, how, you know, you're probably saying, okay, Charlie, it's cool. You're talking about this. Where do I start? What do I do? Well, guys, who's your target audience? Who do you want buying your product? I know who I want buying my product. I know, you know, the age limit, you know, who my target market is. And so what I do is I'm going to go and I'm going to like and I'm going to follow my ideal target market. So I'm going to search for them, which I'm going to show you on the next slide. I'm going to search for them on Instagram. I'm going to see what they're posting, what they're interested in. You know, are you targeting stay-at-home moms? Are you targeting entrepreneurs? Whoever you're looking for, we're going to show you in the next screen. You're going to search for them, you're going to find them, and you're going to follow them. You want to see what they're doing. You know, it's like Target or any of those stores, they see what people are buying. They see who their target audience is. They find out how to market to them, and that's the same thing we're doing. You're kind of stalking these people, but it's okay. It's worth it. Trust me. Here's how you guys are going to find people. I know lately hashtags are coming out on Facebook and everyone's annoyed, and I see over and over, oh, those hashtags are so annoying. They might be annoying on Facebook, guys, but I'm telling you on Instagram, they are golden. When you're using the hashtag, which is a pound symbol, before any of the keywords, that's the word you're bringing attention to. So let's say I'm looking for people who are interested in working from home, making money from home, business, network marketing. I'm going to use those words and put the hashtag in front. So how this works, guys, is when people are looking, say you get on Instagram, you're like, wow, you know, I want to see who's working from home, or I want to make money. You put hashtag make money, and there's going to be, we're going to show in the next slide, there's going to be a bunch of people and items that pop up that are exactly what you're looking for. Research, in the bottom picture it says research, research, research. Guys, this is all the work done for you. You don't have to, you know, on Facebook you can kind of search and everything, but this, regardless of what you're, hey Charlize, you know, I'm looking for a Corvette, or I'm looking for a coffee cake, or I'm looking for tigers. It doesn't matter, guys. Put hashtag in whatever you're looking for. I guarantee you thousands and thousands of things are going to pop up for you, and you can find people that have the same interests as you. I mean, look at the word love, for instance. 21 million people are using that hashtag. How cool is that? And it doesn't matter what your niche is, guys. I want to bring that up. Regardless of what your niche is, regardless of, you know, if you think, oh, Charlize, you know, I'm in XYZ business, it's not really that popular. It doesn't matter, guys. This is where I'm going to teach you to start using your own personal preferences, your own personal hobbies, and your own personal likes to bring people into your business by just being friendly and open with them and connecting with them, if you will. All right, next slide. So this is what I'm talking about, guys, the search hashtag. What is related to your business? I've just used a couple that have to do with me. So make money, business, network marketing, internet marketing. Guys, there's over almost 2 million people searching for business or that have tagged business. That's perfect for you. And you can see these are all going to show up when you type it in. Network marketing motivation, network marketing maniacs. Regardless of what area you're in, you can pretty much type any word in and you're going to have something pop up. And a lot of people say, well, you know what, Charlize? I'm typing in my niche and nothing's coming up. Awesome. That's even better. That gives you wide open range to completely take over your niche. Guys, you want to utilize these and find your target audience, and you also want to find industry influencers. So if I'm in network marketing, I want to see who's getting tagged the most in network marketing, who has the most followers, who's getting the most likes, and I want to follow them and do what they're doing. I know that Cedric said when everyone else is zigging, you want to zag. However, when there's industry leaders in whatever area you're in that are doing things that are working, that is bringing influence, that are getting likes, getting shares, you want to follow that person and you want to do exactly what they're doing. Now, guys, I do this every single morning. I'm a pretty common practice person. I do the same thing every morning, every night. But guys, you know how annoying it is to have to type out hashtags all morning long? I'm looking for quotes. I'm looking for quotes. I'm looking for inspiration. I'm looking for optimism. So what I do is I use the notes section in my phone. If you don't have, this is from an iPhone. If you guys don't have an iPhone, that's okay. Whatever phone you have, guys, you want to save it in your notes so you can just copy and paste. I copy and paste every morning. Every morning I'll post a recipe because I'm in health and fitness. Every morning I'll post a positive quote. I sell energy drinks, so I'll put some energy drinks on there. Whatever it is that you do, like I said, I think my time is very important, and I like to save my time. I like to be able to utilize my day. And so this is one thing that has absolutely saved me and made my life easy, because if you think about how long you're sitting and typing out hashtags and typing out everything you want to do every day, those minutes add up every day. So think of some ways that you can kind of cut corners to utilize your time and to leverage your time to have more time in the day, actually. So another way to save time is, guys, you can connect your Instagram to additional social media accounts. So I have my Instagram connected to my Facebook, and I have my Instagram connected to Twitter. So what I do is I post once. So this is actually a screenshot from this morning. I shared a quote, put some hashtags in, and I actually sent it to Twitter. My Twitter then goes to my Facebook, and so it posts on all three. Guys, this is saving me so much time, because I don't know about you guys, but all three of those sites have a different audience for me. People that follow me on Twitter aren't necessarily following me on Facebook. People that are following me on Instagram might not even have a Twitter. So I look at this as they're three completely different markets. that I'm hitting all at the same time with the push of 2 buttons. I mean, if you guys ask me, that's pretty cool to be able to connect all of your accounts together in a few seconds. I've already cut time because I've used the cut and paste in my notes section. So literally every single morning, I'm posting to 10 to 15,000 people every day in less than 60 seconds. That's leverage if you ask me. One thing, guys, this is another screenshot of my account. And, you know, I was talking with someone earlier, and after I talk about this slide, I really want to give you guys a tip, though, because it's something that hurt my business on Instagram and really kind of set me back a little bit. Guys, you want to put your link, whatever link it is. It can be a personal website. It can be an additional social media source. It can be a landing page. Wherever you want people to follow you at, make sure that in your profile you have that link. I cannot even tell you how many people I look on their profile on Instagram and they have no information there. Guys, when you're posting stuff on Instagram, you can post your website in your picture. So say I post a picture, there's 3 pictures right here along the bottom. If I post my website, it's not clickable on Instagram. So what I do is I say, hey guys, click the link in my profile if you'd like to buy. I say that every single picture that I have a link on. Click the link in my profile. If you guys are not giving people an option to buy from you, don't expect to make money here. It can be changed at any time. So say you're running a special and you want to send people to your website, or you want to send them to a landing page, or hey, I'm doing something cool on my Facebook. Guys, you can change it any time. One thing that I did want to tell you how I lost a lot of money and kind of shot myself in the foot is I had a vanity URL, and I can tell you guys what it is now because I got rid of it because it was an awful site to have, but I bought IDeserveMoreMoney.com. I thought that IDeserveMoreMoney.com was going to be a great website, and so many people were going to stand up and say, I deserve more money and I want to use that website. Well, I'll tell you guys what, Facebook and Instagram hated it. They wouldn't let me post. I couldn't put any pictures up, and they ended up freezing my account. So now this account that you're seeing with $16.75, this is approximately 1/8 maybe of what I had before because they froze my account and I had to start a new one. So guys, if you're and I didn't know what was going on at this time, I just kept trying to post, kept trying to post, and it wasn't working. Guys, if you have that problem, please check your website because there are chances that maybe they think it's spam, maybe Instagram just doesn't like it, and you're going to lose out on a lot of business. And not only that, you might have your account frozen. I lost almost 9,000 followers because of that, and I kept insisting on trying to post pictures, and eventually they thought I was a spammer, and they froze my account. So if I can give you guys any sort of information, after 2 or 3 times of trying to post a picture, if it's not working, you might want to check your URL because I learned the hard way. And for someone like myself that is getting sales every day from Instagram, to be locked out and have to start all over from these followers that were, you know, commenting and sharing all of my stuff, to have to start over, it hurt. Let's just put it that way. So guys, make sure you're including the link, like I said, in the description of your photo. Although it is not going to be clickable on your Instagram, if you are forwarding it to your Facebook, you can click on it there. So if you see the first red arrow on the left, I posted it on Instagram in the morning, which it says view on Instagram right up by my picture, and this connected to my Facebook account. Well, Blue-Eyed Jules was on Instagram. She clicked onto my profile, ordered, and then let me know, hey Charlize, I just ordered your product. I can't wait to try it. Guys, this happens every single day. Because I'm telling them to go to my profile, because I'm giving them a link to buy, and because I'm using the proper hashtags for my product. It doesn't matter what product you have, as long as you are being consistent about it and you are giving them an avenue to contact you and to purchase your product, it will happen. I'm going to talk about it in the end, guys, but If it does not happen immediately, don't worry. It's all about consistency. You know, it's not about spamming. It's not about making your entire Instagram profile about just business and just selling. You know, you have to put some personal aspect into it. But I'll tell you what, it's really cool when someone that you don't know leaves you a message like you see right here saying, hey, Charlize, I just ordered. I can't wait to try. Ah, that's cool. I didn't even know. One thing that you want to do as an entrepreneur and as a network marketer, internet marketer, whoever, guys, show your lifestyle. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I feel so very fortunate and so blessed that I have the ability to pretty much work from wherever I want. If I have my phone and I have my laptop, I can travel wherever I want and I can do business and I can not skip a beat. So what I do is, you know, if you look on my profile, I have tons of pictures of airplane wings. And this picture, it's a little blurry, but it says flying high again. I'm showing people that, you know, I'm checking in at LA airport. On the right side, it says, one of my newest routines almost daily is riding my beach cruiser to Starbucks to work my home-based business. I love being an entrepreneur. See what I'm doing, guys? I'm hashtagging home-based business. I'm hashtagging entrepreneur. I'm hashtagging work from anywhere. That is going to show up when anyone's looking for entrepreneur, home-based business, or work from anywhere. We're very, very fortunate to be able to do this. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in a 9-to-5, I was in a cubicle, I literally would cry some days because I just wanted nothing more than to be able to live the life that I wanted. And you guys have to understand that there's so many people that feel trapped, that can't wait for Monday. They just can't, I mean, they can't wait for Friday. They're dreading Monday. And you have something, I mean, you're not portraying something that's not true. We really have this benefit of doing this. And so why not show it? Why not let people know what is possible? The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is watermarking your photos with your website. As you guys can see, I've had a really great before and after, and I'll tell you what, I didn't really learn my lesson in the beginning. I was sharing my photos like crazy. They were all over the internet. They were going everywhere, and people were using them for different companies. So what you guys want to do is you want to make sure that you are putting your website and putting your watermark, if you will, on your pictures. I put a couple of apps. I just took a screenshot from my cell phone. I put a couple apps on here that I use the most. Fonto, for instance, you can put text. PicFrame, you can do a split screen like I'm showing you right now. Oops. Label box lets you put little labels across. Insta repost, we were talking about that earlier. If you find something really cool on Instagram that you like and want to share, share away. It instantly reposts it for you. So guys, everyone's different, and you're going to find your own apps, and you're going to find something that works for you. I don't like some that other people like, etc. Find what works for you. Find your style and something that, you know, some people don't like to pay for apps and other people do. It doesn't matter, guys. What matters is that you get your website and your name out there. Cedric, are you guys following me?
I'm following you loud and clear, Sunshine. Okay. I'm muted out, just soaking in this info.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure we were still ready to go. Let me know if you guys have any questions, though, because I know I'm going kind of fast.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Perfect. All right. So, guys, you want to utilize these free apps to enhance your pictures. So, I use this this app, PicFrame. I did. If you guys are like me, let me just stop for a second. If you girls and you ladies are like me, selfies are kind of a thing that I have that I do daily. So this was kind of poking fun at myself. I did 8 different selfies and I didn't really like any of them, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a collage of it. And I put my website on and I posted it. And I just said something on my picture. I said, hey guys, any other females do this? Ha ha ha. It was one of my most liked and shared pictures. People were sharing my website. It was funny. Poking fun at myself. But guys, it's stuff like that that gets people's attention. This morning I used the InstaQuote app, which is in the middle, put my website on it, and just picked an app. I cut and paste, or picked a quote. I cut and paste just from the internet. I'm always looking for positive quotes. Guys, people love to feel warm and fuzzy. They love positive stuff. They love quotes. And I love that I can put my website on there so that when people are sharing these amazing quotes, that my website's out for people to see. I was also on Fear Factor. I was talking about it a few days ago. And so that's another thing. Talk about your personal life. Talk about things that you've done. It doesn't have to be all about business. People want to see that you're a real person, that you have fun, that you have hobbies, that you know, you're not just all sales, sales, sales. And so I posted this picture just kind of joking, but I asked the question. I was engaging people. I said, has anyone seen this episode of Fear Factor? Does anyone have a link for me? You guys have no idea how many people were blowing me up. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So do you have something cool that you've done? Have you skydived? If you're asking questions to people, hey guys, has anyone skydived? Check this out. Hey, anyone been to this restaurant? Look at this. If you're engaging people, you're going to have them responding to you. You're going to have them drop their shoulders and feel comfortable talking to you, and you're going to get more likes and shares, guys. Oops. All right, speaking of shares, share the love, you guys. There's the picture on the left is saying tag someone who motivates you. If you see the picture in the middle, this girl's just saying like, hey, follow so-and-so. Same thing on the right, follow so-and-so. Give people love, and the way that you do that is you're going to use the little @ symbol and simply type in their name. So say you guys found this webinar to be amazing. Let's say you put @Charlize, hey @Charlize. It's going to tag me, and you're going to say, you know what, I really love the webinar. I learned a lot. Thank you so much. It's going to show up for me. You're going to tag me. We're going to give the love. It just, guys, if you don't make it about you and you make it about helping other people, sharing other people's content and sharing other people's information, I'm telling you, your shares and likes are going to tenfold because people realize you're out for them, you're not out for yourself. And speaking of sharing the love, any picture that you guys see on Instagram, if you tap it twice on your phone screen, just tap it, it's going to give it a little heart, which means that you like it. It's similar to like on Facebook. So I will lay in bed like I do every morning, sending out my quotes, kind of checking my emails and everything, and I'll just run through Instagram and I'll see who's posted pictures. Double tap, scroll, double tap, scroll, double tap, scroll. I'm giving people love, and it starts their day off positive. They see that I'm, you know, interested in what they're doing, and they always, always, always come back and do the same for me. So just like I was saying, don't make it all about business, you guys. What are your hobbies? What are you interested in? What are you doing when you're not quote unquote selling? How can you include your family? How can you share your lifestyle? You know, I was just sent a bunch of books from a friend. I was like, this is so cool. I love reading. That's one of my hobbies. I quickly, you can see the middle picture, I quickly put it on Instagram. Guys, the picture on the right is within 4 or 5 minutes. 50, 60 people liked it. I mean, it's not a crazy picture. It's just a couple of books. However, I hashtag personal development, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag bookworm, hashtag books, hashtag I love reading. So all of these people that are interested in being an entrepreneur or reading or who feel they're a bookworm, they were all liking my stuff. It does not have to be all about sales, because I'll tell you what, if you can do more stuff like this, more quote unquote real life stuff that shows them you're not just the salesman, they are going to start liking and paying attention to your product, liking and paying attention to your business, because they realize you're not just on here to make a buck. You know, it's like a catch-22, because the easiest way on Instagram to make money is not try to make money. It's to try and be completely transparent, completely visual and open, and a real person. Guys, one way that I am absolutely crushing it, for lack of a better term, is giveaways. And I gave an example of my giveaway on the right, and I also gave an example of a food blogger that I follow. Guys, this is such a smart way, and I know for network marketers, for instance, I get free product every month. I get several $100s of free product, and I can't use it fast enough. And so what a cool way to get people interested in using your product. Or, I mean, it could be an info book, guys. It could be, it doesn't matter. It could be a free oil change if you have, you know, a tire company like one of my clients says. Whatever it is that you have to offer, give a giveaway. Give it away to people. And this is the coolest thing, is that Clean Food Crush, she asked people to tag a friend. You only get to be in her giveaway and be eligible if you tag a friend. Anyone want to know why that's genius? Because 151 people had to tag 151 other people. So she just doubled people that are looking at her profile because they want to win something. I did the same thing over on the right. I don't know if you can read it, but it says, oh snap, I'm heading to Starbucks to work, and look what FedEx dropped off. Who wants a free sample? First 20, message me. Guys, I got like 80 people messaging me. I can't say that that was the smartest idea, to be really honest, because I didn't think about the cost to send 80 cans of energy drink. But if I were smart, I would have done it like Clean Food Crush, and I would have just put together a gift basket and done it that way. However you guys want to do it, the more product you can get into people's hands, the more money it's going to make you. And even if they don't buy it, they will possibly bring your name up to someone else. They'll recommend you to someone else, and they'll say, you know what, I tried this, I got it for free, oh my gosh, it's so cool, follow her on Instagram. Clean Food Crush has done great about that. I mean, it doesn't matter, guys, if you say, well, I don't have free product, or I don't have that. Do you have anything, any sort of information you could get? I mean, you could literally go on Microsoft Word, create a PDF, and give it away to people as an ebook. You can go on Fiverr.com and have someone type something up for you and give away an information kit. It could be 2 pages. Utilize what you have and just give something away. People, it doesn't matter. People love stuff for free, and they are going to remember you. If you send them something awesome with nothing expected in return, I'm telling you, it is a game changer. Another way to really bring the focus to your business, guys, is show what you're doing. It's really easy for people to get online and say, I'm making money, I'm bringing sales in, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Really? Well, show it, guys. I'll tell you what, these are some UVUs, some Skypes, and some home meetings. I'm going to have to go ahead and say you're not getting 10 people on an UVU if you really aren't doing something. So show some home events, show some UVU calls, show some Skype calls, because this validates your team. This validates that you're not just talking saying, oh, I'm making 6 figures, I'm doing great, my team's blowing up, you should join me as soon as possible. No, actually, check my team out. Pretty cool, huh? It makes a huge difference, guys. And if you're saying, Charlize, I'm not in network marketing, we don't do that. Cool. Is your beauty supply store busy? Take a picture with some customers. Whatever it is for you, if you're a stay-at-home mom, take some pictures of, you know, people that have bought your product. Say, hey, you know what, tag me on Instagram, take a picture with the product that I just sold you. We're doing a giveaway. First 10 people to do it, you're going to win something. Show what your team is up to. I'm telling you, this has totally created so much interest for me, because people are saying, wait, what are you up to? What do you do? What is it you do for a living? It brings that sense of interest, and people want what they don't have. And if they see that you're not just talking and running your mouth, and you're actually building an organization and doing what you're saying you're going to do, they are interested. They're watching you. The coolest thing about social media is you never know who is watching you, and you never know how many eyes are on you. So if you're just consistent and you're constantly welcoming people, and you're constantly showing screenshots and, hey, we had a home meeting, or look at this, my tire shop's so busy, and this is awesome, look at my customers, people pay attention to that. They want to see longevity. They want to see that you're not just a, you know, one-hitter quitter, and they want to see that you are being consistent. So just stay consistent, guys. And like I said, it does not have to be constant. You don't always have to be posting about your job. However, when you are, people are going to be paying attention. This is one of my favorite things, and Cedric actually said this in telling you guys about this call, is you don't have to look like a rapper or a star. Guys, if you are in, I actually searched all of these pictures today, so these are currently online, and I searched work from home and network marketing, and these are the ones that showed up. Guys, if you're in our profession, please stop doing this. Do not do this. Do not make income claims. Flashing cash is going to attract the wrong crowd, and it's just something that it cheapens and lessens your value. You know, I mean, I hated to put this one on, but this is something that's literally happening right now. You can search on Instagram and it's happening, and it's just not something that you want to do. There's very specific ways to build your business, and there's very specific ways to discredit yourself, and I'll tell you what, this is one of them, you guys. If you are doing this, I understand you know, you're excited, you made some money, etc. That's cool. Show your value by helping other people and helping other people make money. It's not really all about you.
Hey, Charlize, hold on for a second. Stop.
Yeah.
Go back to that slide for a second. Go back to this slide 1 second. Because you know I'm a little bit more direct than you are. Are you telling me that this cat in the middle is actually selling weed on Instagram? He's got an ounce of weed. Now, I didn't know that there was an ounce. He's got an ounce of weed sitting there with freaking 6 blunts and some money sitting right there. Yeah, y'all didn't think I was going to catch that one. Y'all know I'm crazy. Are you serious?
Cedric.
Like, this is the best way to catch a case.
Cedric,
the feds are on Instagram too.
I kid you not, and I put the little black bar because I don't want to call any companies out. That's not what I'm here for. But he hashtagged his company.
What?
That black mark is his company's name. He hashtagged his company. It says, my company, where the black mark is, says, pays me $600 every month for the rest of my life just to advertise like this. Yes. I didn't make this up. This was today.
How stupid can you be? Ladies
You know
and
what,
gentlemen, please don't do this. Go ahead, Charlize. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying, you know what, though, Cedric? We can laugh about it, but these are from today. I didn't want to pull something up or make something up. This is happening right now, you guys, and so we can laugh about it, but it's not funny. I mean, I know not everyone on the call is a network marketer, but this makes network marketers look bad.
All right, well, let's have a funny moment. Let's see here. I'm not going to call no names either. I just want to have a funny moment because I'm crazy like that. Let's see. Let's see. My company pays me $600 a month every month to show. I wonder what company that is. I'm not going to say any names, but you are what you eat. This is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, look, if you're in opportunities that are like this, that people are doing stuff like this, you got to be careful about who you surround yourself around. Because I can tell you that the feds are on Instagram. The IRS, they're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. The police, they watch all this stuff. This is crazy. So for people to do this, do you really think that somebody else can't find them? And then I got to say this one last thing, and then I'm going to let you go, Charlize. The guy that's on the left all the way at the top, yeah, that's cool. You know, let me show you my Louis Vuitton wallet and all this stuff. You know what? I learned a long time ago from my dad. The loudest person in the room is the weakest person in the room. The loudest person in the room is the weakest person in the room. If you got to sit back and show all your money, which is probably his rent money, that he broke down in some ones, that he got to pay out tomorrow, if you got to sit back and show all this stuff on Instagram, you probably don't even have it, for number one. But for number two, you're going to attract those types of people. Those are the types of people that you're going to attract. So if you're building a network marketing business or internet marketing business, don't do this type of stuff. You know, I'm not going to lie. A couple of years ago, I did a couple of silly things, but I would never post cash. I was posting like silver and stuff like that, but I'd never post cash like that. That is stupid. Don't do that. So I just had to jump in there because there's some cats on here that are going to have people following them, and then they're going to wonder why there's a couple thugs in the bushes. Because, hey, you showed your ounce of weed and your cash on there, and I know you got it, so give it up. We're in a recession. That's how you get So with that being said, back to you, Sunshine. I had to jump in there.
No worries. And I didn't want, like I said, I'm not here to put anyone on blast or put anyone's company out there, but the picture on the top right, they are all holding something that has their company name on it. Every single one of them, I blacked it out, but it's their company name. Guys, just don't do it. There are so many legitimate ways to attract people. And, a lot of them, as I cut out a lot of the jibber jabber at the bottom, but they're saying, you can only get in for 20 bucks or 40 bucks. Guys, you don't want someone in your organization that only wants to pay $40. You're attracting the wrong type of person. So guys, just don't do it. Another thing not to do is purchasing what we call bots, B-O-T-S. If you look in the middle picture, it says, I'm selling a bot for $1. Leave your contact information below. I was going to blank that person's contact information out, but they put it for thousands of people on Instagram, so I just love it. Guys, what this is anytime they'll use hashtags maybe or certain words that come up. So for instance, the two pictures on the left, I tagged hashtag network marketing. Automatically, when network marketing shows up for this guy because he has a bot, it automatically sends pictures, whatever pictures have that network marketing hashtag, it sends them an automatic message. And so you see this is two different pictures at two different times, and because I use network marketing, it was sending this spam. And the only reason I found out is because I actually went to his Facebook, I went to his bio, and I called him. I said, hey, I really don't appreciate you spamming my pictures, what's up? And his excuse to me was, oh, I'm not even on Instagram, that's all automated. Guys, trust me, I get it. My whole couple slides earlier were talking about utilizing my time and leveraging it, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. This is spam. I don't care how you look at it. You're not interacting. You're not trying to build a relationship. You are just trying to spend $1 or $20 on a bot that spams people for you and spams their picture. There's no interaction. There's no kind of relationship, and it's very obvious to people. The other thing that I strongly suggest against on Instagram is this is pulled from a profile of a person that I know, and they have 42,000 followers supposedly. Well, their #1 picture had 21 likes. Does anyone see anything wrong with that? There is no possible way that you have 42,000 people, you're posting pictures and only 21 like it. Here's what's happening. You're going on Fiverr, you're going on some random site, and you're purchasing followers. Guys, I don't care. I mean, I know a lot of people think the more followers you have, the better it is. It doesn't matter. Those are fake followers most of the time, and if they're not, they're not people that would actually join your organization anyways. So who cares about the number? I'd rather have 100 people that interact with me, like and share my information versus 42,000 that aren't even real, guys. So don't do it. I know it's tempting to want to look, like you have all these followers and look at me and my Instagram's great. Like I said, I'd rather have 100 people that actually interacted with me, that would buy from me, and that like, know, and trust me, because those are the people that are going to give me money, and those are the people that are giving me money, not the 42,000 that are fake followers. So another thing that I do is leveraging people that you admire. We have Cedric in the middle. I used a couple people from internet marketing and network marketing. Guys, this is where you are able to use the @ symbol. If you look on the right, it says @JamesHickey and hashtag JamesHickey. You're able to utilize their followers as well. And obviously, you're going to want to use people that you actually do respect, but this is perfect if you're in a company. Let's say, you take pictures with the millionaire earners and you take pictures with the six-figure earners, and it's someone that you've learned from or that you look up to as a mentor. Grab a picture with them. Guys, we're all human. I know I look up to a lot of people. I totally look up to Cedric. I remember the first time I met him, I was like, oh, but build that relationship. But I'm able to now do stuff with Cedric. I'm able to follow him. I know what he's up to. And so whoever it is in your company or in your profession, I mean, even if you haven't met someone, on Pinterest, on Instagram, and on Facebook, I have every single site has a photo album of people I admire, people I look up to, because everyone has to have a mentor, guys. And personal development and putting quotes out and positive stuff is going to bring positive back. So if you're giving shout outs to people that you look up to, if you're posting positive quotes on Instagram, people are attracted to that. It's the same thing we were talking about with the money. If you're pushing, putting drugs and cash on your Instagram, that's what you're attracting. If you're putting out positive energy and people that you feel are mentors and training and giving them love, that's what you're going to get back. And you know what? Someday you're going to be that person that someone else is posting about, saying, you know what, Charlize did this or Charlize did that. I look up to her. So guys, it all comes around, but I truly believe in what you're putting out is what you're going to get back, and it happens on all social media sites. I mean, have you seen those people that are on social media that are just complaining about stuff and dropping F-bombs and this is awful and that's awful and I hate my boss? Do you want to pay attention to them or follow them? No. So just as the first slide said, you guys, who do you want to attract? Whoever you want to attract and whoever you want your customers to be, you have to be in line with them. And I'll tell you what, if you're not in line with them, then you better adjust it really quick or pick something else to do. Because fake people and people that are non-genuine, it comes out really quick, guys. I understand that social media is a whole new beast, and some people aren't the same as they are online as they are in person, but guys, it comes across, trust me. One last thing that I wanted to talk about is utilizing Instagram for geo-tagging. So I went to Mexican food the other night, and I went to a new restaurant that I loved, and so what you guys can do is you can turn on your map, name the location, which is going to go to the second picture. So I named the location, and then it's really cool, guys. You can open it on your map. So not too long ago, I heard about a restaurant. I wanted to try it out, looked it up, got on their Instagram, got on their map, and found directions to the restaurant immediately. Now you're probably wondering, Charlize, why does this matter? Well, if you do have a brick and mortar business, this is perfect. You can check in every day at your business. A lot of people are using an actual website on the map, and you can track people back to your brick and mortar business. For me, because I'm in health and wellness, I don't really check in that many places like restaurants here and there, but I am always doing my location at the gym. You know why? Because I sell health and wellness products, and I want to practice what I preach. So people know that if I'm posting pictures of, me working out and my health products, etc., every single day, and I'm really checking in, because unless I'm a moron, I'm not going to drive to the gym, check in, and leave. I'm actually there. And so if I'm doing that, people are seeing that I'm walking the walk, and I'm bringing in people for that reason. It's so funny because I get a lot of nonsense saying, oh, there you go, checking in at the gym again. Oh, how many selfies are you going to take? How many sales have I gotten off checking in at the gym and selfies? You know why? Because people know what I'm selling, I'm doing. I'm walking my walk, I'm talking my talk, and that is bringing me business. So whatever it is that you guys are doing, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're knitting beanies, you better be taking some selfies with those beanies on. You better be putting one on your baby and taking a picture of that, because that is what sells, you guys, because people want to know you're not just out for the money. You're not just trying to sell stuff. You're not just trying to push stuff for the sales, that you are actually walking the walk and talking the talk. And this is another one. Guys, just like I said, whatever you put out, you're going to bring back in. Try to keep the banter to a minimum. Or if you don't want to and you're like, I can talk about politics if I want. I can talk about religion if I want, Charlize. It's a free world. Cool. Just know it's going to go one way or the other. You're going to have a bunch of people that agree with you, and you're going to have a bunch of people that you rub the wrong way. So it's up to you. I'm fine. I'm really good about having rants to myself and jumping up and down and smashing the pillow on my bed. Y'all don't know about it because I don't want to put that energy out. I don't want to put that negativity out. And you know what? What you put on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Instagram, you might be able to delete it. You don't know how many people have seen it. So I really strongly suggest that you keep all your controversial issues quiet, unless that's the business you're in and you're in politics or you're working for a church or something. Then cool, post away, guys. I think this is the last one. Guys, practice patience. Please understand, I call this social media soiree. And why I call it this is, guys, if you're at a party, say you're at a holiday party, holidays are coming up, you don't walk up to someone and just say, hi, my name's Charlize and I sell this and and you want to check my website, and here's what it, people would not talk to you at the party. You'd be standing in the corner by yourself. So it is not okay to do it online. It is not okay to do it on Instagram. If you see someone's picture, it's not okay to spam them with your link, to try to immediately push your business on them, to try to share stuff just so you can sell them something. Practice patience though. Realize that just like you have to build that relationship at a party, you have to get to know the person. Hey, do you live around here? Okay, cool. Do you work with Joe? Is that why you're here? Oh, do you have any kids? You have to get to know people and have them feel comfortable around you and to like, know, and trust you. So am I telling you that I'm giving you tips that you're going to be able to make money immediately? Yes. However, if you don't, so what, guys? It's okay. You have to understand this is a free app on your phone. It's not like I'm asking you to pay $1,000 for a course and then you're like, this is crap. I didn't make anything off of it. Guys, this is a free app and you're getting great information, so use it. If you get something tomorrow, congratulations, you're a rock star. If it takes you a week to get a sale, guess what? That's a sale that you didn't have before. And like I said, when I first got onto Instagram, I wasn't making sales all the time, but as you just saw from, a slide a couple slides ago, I'm getting sales all the time now because I'm consistent, because I'm doing it daily, because I'm a real person. I'm being transparent. I'm allowing people into my life, and pictures are worth 1,000 words. I have pictures at the gym. I have pictures of my dog. I have pictures of my food. I keep it kind of casual and fun, and that is what attracts people. Guys, I want to connect with you, and where I want to connect with you is if you go to tarlese.com, that's Tarlese.com, it's actually going to go to my Facebook page. And guys, what I want you to do is I want you to let me know what you've learned about this, and if you haven't learned something, let me know. I'm okay, and I'm totally fine with being open, and if I haven't answered something for you or we don't answer your question in the Q&A, I want to find it out for you. I know that I'm kind of being aggressive, or, I have a radio show. I have to get all of this into 14 minutes, and so I talk really fast. I'm very passionate, but guys, I'm here, and this is what I do. And so if you have questions, go to Tarlese.com. It's going to redirect to my Facebook page. Follow me, send me a friend request, but hit the follow button and leave something on my page and let me know what you got out of this. It really means a lot to me because I don't think Cedric mentioned it, but we do have a product that's coming out. I do have a product that's coming out that's going to go into the details, like the nitty-gritty. I mean, this is kind of like the surface of it, but it's going to go into exact, if you look at the Instagram screenshot right now, there's 5 buttons along the bottom. Everyone uses those 5 buttons. You guys don't know there's so many other things that you can go into in the settings where there's actually like 50 or 60 different things that you can do on Instagram that I'm using. See that little, it looks like a little sprocket up in the right-hand side? That is your settings. You can change your settings. You can block people if you don't like it. You can make your post private. You can do, I mean, there's so much stuff you can do, guys. So I want to connect with you because when this product does come out, guys, it's going to blow your mind. It might be a lot for you right now, but I promise you, we're going to give you some amazing, great information. And so also on Instagram, it's instagram.com/Tarlese. Follow me. I will follow you back. And that's it. Cedric, let's answer some questions if you guys are open to that.
Let's rock and roll. Well, thank you so much, Superstar. You really, really dropped some serious nuggets on this. I think my pen is running out of ink right now, and I've got access to the recorder, and I'm over here just taking notes and notes and notes. So good stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a few minutes here. We don't want to really go into a 45-minute rant, but we're going to take a few minutes here and answer any pressing questions that you might have. Now, if you typed in a question earlier, if you could just retype it, because it's going to take me a while to dig through some of this stuff that a lot of you were typing and LOLing and all that other stuff through the webinar. But if you've got any question or comment or something about the juice that you got here, definitely post that right here, and I will get that question over to Tarlese. So Quincy says, Tarlese, how many times a day do you post, and how much is too much?
Well, you know what's funny is I got probably 85% of my last business, which, I mean, you know, it ends up being a multi-million-dollar company. My last company, I did about 85% of my business from online social media, and I'm at about 90% right now. So I post a lot. I probably post too much. What I would say is I get up in the morning and I post. I'll usually post around lunchtime, and then I'll post at night. So if you're posting 3 pictures a day, 2 to 3 pictures a day, that's perfect. You have to understand, you know, for us, for instance, I'm able to post whenever I want. Some people maybe can't use their phones at work, or they're only checking at lunch, and so I want to make sure that around the middle of the day, I'm catching those people and getting their attention as well.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Richard says, how does a new person get followers?
So, Richard, that is an awesome question. What you're going to do is the third slide that I showed, you're going to hashtag. So who do you want to follow you? What type of people are you looking for? So, you know, if you're like, let's say, hey, Charlie's, tire shop. I'm only saying that because I have a customer, but hey, I own a tire shop. So hashtag and search for people, cars, race cars, NASCAR, whatever it is that is in your niche, if you will. Start following them and seeing what they're posting. Whoever grabs your attention, guys, if you go to someone's profile, you like their stuff, you follow them, 99% of the time they're going to do the same. Unless they have some insane amount of followers and they don't know what's going on, whoever you follow and whoever stuff you're liking, they're going to do the same for you. It always happens. That's why I did that whole screen on share the love, because if I'm going and once a day I'm liking someone's stuff, so say you find this guy that's really into cars and so are you, and every day you're just liking one of his things, eventually you're going to be on their radar. And they're going to follow you, and maybe they'll show you some love, and they'll tag you and stuff, and then their followers follow you. It's all just about the relationship, and so how you find followers is who do you want to follow, go like their stuff, go follow them, give them a shout out, and it will be reciprocated. It might take a little bit, but it will be reciprocated.
Cool. So Liz says, what about our company checks, the huge blown-out ones that people hold with their owners and then blast all over social media? I can answer that one. That's fine, Liz. I mean, you're not posting cash, sunshine, so you're proud of that particular moment, you know, and you want people to know what company that you might be in, and it has the company logo on it and your name as well. So that's definitely okay. Kathleen, go ahead. You want to add on?
You know what I was going to say though is one thing that I do in my notes, how I was showing you that I cut and paste. I sell health products, and so I don't want someone coming after me, and so I do have a disclaimer from the company where some pictures, if I'm posting something where someone might say, oh, well, she said on Instagram that this and that, I put a little disclaimer. So just say, you know, income may vary, blah, 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 whatever you put. So if you want to cover yourself, but I wouldn't really worry about it. Those kind of checks, you're fine.
Yeah, kind of like I need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this webinar. Be careful, you don't know what I might say. Let's see here. Who else? Kathleen, how many accounts should you have?
I would not go. See, that's a loaded question. I have 3 currently, but I'll be really honest. I spend the majority of my time on one of them. You do have the option in your settings to post to different fan pages. So say you have several fan pages on Facebook and you want to post an Instagram photo to all of them, you can do it that way. As far as Instagram actual profiles, it just takes away, you know, I set them up and I was like, oh, one's going to be for this and one's going to be for that. I always catch myself logging into the same one. I always catch myself having the relationship on just that one site. So the other 2, I'll be really honest with you, they kind of sit there. And it might be different for other people where maybe they want to keep their personal life different from their business. That's totally understandable. For me, I'm an open book. I mean, for those of you that do follow me and know me, I don't really have a filter, and I just am who I am. Either you follow me or you don't, you join my business or you don't. And so some people like to keep that separate. I don't.
Cool. And for those of you that are wondering, your business is your personal life, and your personal life is your business, especially if you're in network marketing. You know, people come to you all the time and say, well, Cedric, should I create 2 Facebook pages? And I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
Because I don't want my friends to see my business. Well, what the hell are you doing this for then? What are
Yeah,
you undercover? You FBI, MLM?
Yeah, well, the same, you know, I used to always call it, don't be a secret agent. You're not a secret agent. Like, you got into this for a reason. There's no way that I'm going to hide what I'm doing. If people don't like it, they don't have to follow me. That's the best part about all this. If I'm posting too much, if I'm getting too many pictures, cool, guess what? Unfriend me. Doesn't bother me.
We all have that power. That's the cool thing, and everybody definitely remember that. Jose says, what program/app do you use to watermark your pic?
I use Phonto, Phonto. Let me go back to it. I'll show you guys the apps that I use. If you're looking at the screen right now, Phonto, it's that red picture with the pencil on it. I put fonts on that. You can also use InstaFont, which it also shows, and Labelbox. Labelbox is the one that's shown on that left picture. It gives you little labels, a bunch of different kinds. Just pick one, you guys. A lot of people have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 apps. Pick one that you like, one that you're most efficient with, one that you can do quickly and you know how it works, and just use that one. All that matters is that you have, you know, people are going to share your stuff regardless if you have that, you know, attraction marketing thing going. So if they're going to share it, it might as well have your information on it.
I agree wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Especially for those of you that are in health and wellness that do a lot of before and afters. If you have a really, really good before and after and you don't watermark it, don't be surprised if it's being shown with a different company. And then you get upset and you let it out there as public information. So plaster some watermarks on there so that other company that might be competition, I promise you they're not gonna jack that with your domain at the bottom of it.
And that's the cool business. Yeah, that's the coolest thing too, is with that Phonto app, that's the one that I use absolutely the most, is that you can fade it, like it can be very bold, or you can fade it out to where it's barely on there. So it's there, they're not getting rid of it, but it doesn't have to be like Charlies.com in your face. It's just, it's kind of quiet and it's there, but I'm telling you, just like you were just saying, I've lost almost 90 pounds. Trust me, my pictures are everywhere for every company, and that is because I did not act responsibly in the beginning, and now I can't get mad at them because it's just a picture on the internet.
That's free money. You don't want to do that. I mean, ask Baby from Cash Money how he feels about not trademarking bling bling. You got to lock yourself down. Jada says, should you always get a domain with your name to brand, and do you use multiple domains with different emails? I'll tap into that, and you can tag on to that as well, Charlize. Jada, you should always have your domain. You should always have your name as a domain name. Period. End of story. If you don't get it, somebody else will. Now, what happens if somebody gets your name? Okay, and you're trying to get your name for a blog or for Instagram or for Facebook or for a website or whatever the case may be. You can't even use your name. There's only one thing that each and every one of us on this webinar owns, and that's your name. That's it. You think you own your house and you don't. You think you own your car and you don't. You think you own your refrigerator and your stove and your swimming pool and all this other stuff. You don't. The only thing you own on this planet is your name. Protect it. Protect it. So definitely get a domain. And I'm always a big, gigantic fan of multiple email addresses simply because you want to be able to follow different people doing different things. And if you are constantly putting in your main email address, it's going to get slammed with so much stuff. It's crazy. So not only do I have multiple email addresses, I have multiple names. I can't tell you guys my names because if I do, then you're going to know I'm following you and your stuff. But I have like numerous different names, pen names, different email addresses. So have different email addresses to follow people to see what they're doing, so it's not slamming your main box. And definitely get your name as a domain name. You want to tag into that, Charlize?
One thing, one thing that I do want to touch on, and I completely forgot about it, is Guys, I put my phone number on stuff. I put, like, my phone number is all over Facebook and all over Instagram. It's not my phone number, though. I use a Google Voice number because if I got a spammer or I got whatever, I don't care. I can delete it. But people actually call me from Instagram that don't want to go on a website, or they call me from Facebook, and all it is I downloaded the Google Voice app onto my phone. It's the same. I can text message from it. They don't know it's not my cell phone. People think it's my real number, and that's just like you said, the same thing. Like, it's amazing because it's me as far as they know, and they don't know it's an app, and they don't know if it's Google Voice, but people are actually using it because maybe they're not by a computer and they want to buy something from me. So that's something that I've used for like the past 2 or 3 years, and it gets a lot of traffic.
Good point. Very, very, very good point. Danny, I guess your let me put a disclaimer before this question. Be careful the question that you ask on these webinars because you have no idea what I'm going to say. So with that being said, let me go ahead and respond to the question. Danny says, I'm with a health company that sells shakes. I wonder which one that might be. Do you think someone can make 6 figures without hosting parties? You can. Doesn't mean your company is going to like it. Ask me how I know. You can. Doesn't mean they're going to like it, though. Doesn't mean your upline is going to like it. Doesn't mean you're going to get any recognition. Doesn't mean it's going to duplicate. You can. But I'm just going to tell you it's going to be some work. But you can. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to elaborate much on that one. I don't want this webinar to shift energies. Let's see here. You want to say anything about that one, Charlie?
No, I always just say follow the system.
There you go. That sounds familiar. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. This is a long one. Follow the system. That's funny. Let's see here. Charlize and Cedric, I branded myself with the name Body by Bree, but I'm noticing that most people just use their names. Should I just use Brittany Williams or Britt Williams? That's a good question. First of all, wow, I obviously know what you're telling as well. Listen, if you've gone through a phenomenal transformation, Sunshine, if you've gone through a phenomenal transformation, hey, that Body by Bree actually has a little ring. So, like, people don't know what I'm going to say, so I use the hashtag said. Said this and said that. You don't know what said is going to say. It has a ring to it. So you've got a Body by Bree ring. I would, if it was me and you've gone through a nice transformation, I would continue to use that, and I would take my name and use that for my blog. That's what I would do personally. What about you, Charlize? You want to
well, as far as Instagram goes, use them both. Like,
there you go.
Use both of them and see which ones are getting shared, and see. I mean, Body by Bree is great, and so is your name. But see, the more hashtags you're using, they said actually 11 and more hashtags are what gets shared the most. And I know it's annoying to some people. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're hashtagging so much stuff. That gets you noticed. Like if you're doing 2 or 3, you're not. So why not use them both? See which one has the best leverage, and then go from there. If we're talking about hashtags.
Bingo. But she's talking about her name as well.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, you got a nice ring to that, Sunshine. So I would use that, and I would use my name as branding my name to my blog. That's just me. So when people go to it, yeah, it's pulling up a site. Let's see here. Looks like this is someone that's in your business as well. I see. This is Ivan. Ivan says, I'm a brand partner too and prefer online marketing. What's the best advice besides social networks, if there's any?
Online marketing?
Yeah, he says he prefers online. Let's see, I'm a brand. Yeah, he prefers online marketing. What's the best advice you can give him besides social networks? That's a tricky question.
Yeah, I was going to say, like I said, most of my business comes from social media. Like I said, I was broker than broke, and so I couldn't use other online avenues, if you will. Like, and since I didn't need to, I don't now. I mean, I could make a ton of money, using paid for advertising and stuff like that. I just haven't had to, and so maybe, Cedric, because you're online, you could answer that better, but I use social media. I use Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, all that. It's free.
Absolutely. I want to answer that question and elaborate two different ways. First of all, I want to go back just because I got to get it out because it's on my brain. At the beginning of the webinar, I don't think some of you caught this. Some of you did, some of you didn't. We had like a flood of people come in like 15 minutes into the webinar. So I want to elaborate on something that Charlize said. When Charlize joined her previous business, she had no money, none, zero, zilch, capiche, nothing. She sold her bed. She sold her bed. Now, there's a lot of people that are out there that come up with all these excuses. I want to join this, I want to join that, but I don't have the money to do. You got the money. Some of you are on this webinar right now, and your automatic income reducer is on at the same time, a.k.a. your television. I have no idea how you're looking at the TV and looking at the webinar at the same time. That's costing you money. But maybe you don't have money to do a business. Yank that freaking plasma off the wall and take it to the pawn shop. If you're looking at pawn stars and you're watching them pawn all this other shit, take that TV to the pawn shop, okay? Find a way. Always find a way. If you want something bad enough, you will always, always, unequivocally find a way if you want something bad enough. Now, when it comes down to the online side of the world, here's the biggest advice that I like to give everybody when it comes down to the online side of the world. Find something that you already like to do anyway. Okay, so if you like videos, if you catch yourself on YouTube a lot or you catch yourself cutting videos a lot, monetize that now because now it doesn't feel like work. You can cut videos all the time because it doesn't feel like work. Just learn how to monetize it. If you catch yourself on Twitter all day tweeting about little stuff, ooh, just had a ham sandwich, tweet. Ooh, get ready to go cut the grass, tweet. You know, you're tweeting about different things all day long. Find a way to monetize that. Start following people that you want to emulate and model them and start tweeting things that make sense that you can make money from. If you go through your Facebook and you find that you are that social butterfly that has pictures of everything, you just always are loving to take pictures, okay? Instagram is your best friend. My daughter lives on Instagram now. If I tag my daughter in something on Facebook, she don't respond for 4 or 5 days because she's not paying attention to Facebook anymore because she's on Instagram. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was telling her about this training. I said, you know, I'm getting ready to start checking you out on Instagram. She's like, Daddy, please don't start following me on Instagram. Please, you're going to blow my spot up, Daddy. Please. I'm like, I'm not going to blow your spot up. I'm just going to peep you out on Instagram and see what's going on, making sure that you're cool. But she's like extremely popular on Instagram, and she already liked to take a lot of pictures. So it's something that's natural. If you catch yourself and you're good at writing, you like reading, you might be great at blogging. Blog yourself to death. Okay, but find something that you already like doing and do that and monetize it. Now it doesn't feel like work. So for the person that just asked that question, the best advice, find something that you already like to do and zone in on that. Like literally zone in on that. And that will help you out so much because now you can monetize a passion and it does not feel like work. Pamela, let's see here. Pamela says, is it possible to set the recording? I was not able to make it on due to the time mix up and time zone. Sure, Pamela, we are recording this. It's available to all of our One Up Marketing members. If you're not a member of One Up Marketing, feel free to visit oneupmarketing.com/overview. That goes for everybody else here as well. oneupmarketing.com/overview. We do not send out the recording to the general public. We have so many trainings back there. It's crazy, and it's all new and fresh stuff. oneupmarketing.com/overview. Jay Brown, what's up, the Pitbull marketer? My man. When I grow up, I want to be like Jay Brown. I'm going to get that T-shirt made. Jay Brown says, what app do you use for putting text on pictures?
Fonto, P-H-O-N-T-O, Fonto.
P-H-O-N-T-O, J-D,
yep.
P-H-O-N-T-O. Okay, Jack says, I missed the beginning of the webinar. Why Instagram versus Twitter, and do you post on Instagram and share to Facebook and or Twitter?
Why Instagram versus Twitter is because it is a picture sharing site, and one thing that I did say is a picture is worth 1,000 words. I could post the exact same thing in text and then post it again with text and a picture. The sharing capability, if you add a picture, is through the roof compared to if you just use text. And some people might say, but you can post pictures on Twitter. It's not the same. People are not on Twitter looking for pictures. People are on Instagram getting those warm and fuzzy feelings because they're checking out your awesome pictures. And, hey, while we're at it, post on Instagram, connect to Twitter, connect to Facebook, and you're getting all three in one swoop.
Bingo. You hit the nail on the head on that one. I can't see the end of the name here. I think it might be Melissa. Melissa says, why did you leave? Beep. We're not going to answer that, Melissa. I didn't want you to think that we were ignoring your question, but we don't try to get into specific companies on this webinar because this is a generic webinar. So if you want to ask Tarlise that question, you can feel free to Facebook her, and I'm sure she'll tell you. And if you were asking me, oh boy, you feel free to. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let's see. You never know who's on the webinar. Let's see here, Liz. Liz says, how many of your posts are biz related? Example, one post lifestyle, one post family, one post business related.
On Instagram, I'm actually majority non-business related. It's funny because on Facebook, I'm all about business. On Instagram, I'm taking pictures of my lunch, I'm taking pictures of my dog, I'm checking in at the gym, and so I'd say maybe a third is business, maybe.
Gotcha. You want, the biggest thing I want everybody to understand is that you want people to know that you're a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just you don't want to be like biz. You want people to know that you're a person. And sometimes you can mix the business in with, I'll give you a perfect example. I did a video, this was actually a couple of years ago I did this video too, and it was a video that I did fishing. And it was talking about sometimes you got to throw some people back because they're just not ready. You know, sometimes you bring in a little one and that's not the one that you were really fishing for. You know, and I actually did this video live, and it was a lucky day for me, and I happened to catch a couple of bass right then and there, and it was like, see, this one is a little one. You might want to throw him back. You know, but it was a lifestyle video and education at the same time. So you can mix a lot of these things as well. Dan says, can it be done using the sales funnel to close them online? You're driving them to a website, Danny, absolutely. That's your funnel. You know, here's what I would say, though, and Tarlise, you can definitely jump in on this. You're the expert here. I'm not the expert here at all. Dan, if somebody is really engaging with you right then and there on Instagram, you might want to go ahead and try to reel that fish in while you can versus taking them all the way through your whole funnel. Secondly, there's a lot of people that are on this webinar right now that are internet marketers that don't believe in the telephone. And if you continue to not believe in your telephone, your bank account is going to reflect it. Feel free to tell whoever you want that I said that. But I'm telling you right now, if you continue to run away from your phone, your bank account is going to reflect it because people want to know that you're real. People are tired of going through so many different funnels or so many different things, and they never get a hold of that person. They never get to talk to them. Or that person thinks that they're so busy that they got to jump through 16 hoops to actually get to them. Don't forget where you came from, because as soon as you forget where you came from, you will go right back real quick. Tarlise, you want to tag on to that about the sales funnel side?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be really honest, Cedric. I completely agree. It's, I work with a ton of internet marketers, and they don't want to get on the phone. Here's the deal. Like I've said probably 5-10 times on this, my time is valuable. I'm telling you what, I'm not going back and forth commenting on a picture and back and forth commenting on stuff. Hey, here's my Google Voice number. Call me. Let's do this. And if they can't take the time to get on the phone with me and they can't take the time to call me, then I don't want them in my business. Like, I don't have time to go back and forth. And, I mean, it could last forever. And it's like, well, what do you do this? Well, where about this? Oh, da-da-da-da. And I always say, just let's get on the phone. When do you have time? When are you free? So, I mean, yes, sending them through a funnel is perfect. But when it becomes a time thing and it's constantly like question after question, and because people do that on your pictures, they'll ask 15 questions. I don't have time for that. Get on the phone. Let's do this or not.
Yes. When you find someone getting to their Alex Trebek mode, And what I mean by the Alex Trebek mode, Alex Trebek for 30 minutes, all he does on the show Jeopardy is ask questions. That's it. And when someone is getting into Alex Trebek mode, trust me when I tell you, you probably want to get them to the point. And one of the best ways that I do that, as a lot of you know I'm a closer, one of the best ways that I do that is I ask that person, hey, Johnny, if I answer that question, are you getting started today? If I answer all those questions that you just asked me, are you getting started today? Oh, no, I'm not going to have my money for 30 days. Great. Hit me back in 30 days, and I might start answering your questions. Next. You're sitting there answering all those questions, wasting time. Don't do it. Charlize hit it on the head. My time is valuable. Once it's gone, you'll never get it back. Speaking of time, I'm going to go through 2 more questions because we're an hour and a half on the webinar, and there's still hundreds and hundreds of you still here. So we really appreciate it. You obviously got some value from this because you're still here, so that's fantastic. But I don't want to get until 12 o'clock tonight on answering all these questions here. So I got to go to my boy Obi, though, because Obi's my man. I want to be like Obi when I grow up, so I cannot get Obi. Now, Obi, Tarlise, you know Obi, Tarlise?
I do.
All right, so you know Obi's on Instagram with them muscle man pictures like, bam! So we've got to answer Obi's pictures. Obi says, do you know anything about hashtags and Google? As in, do you know if Instagram posts have anything to do with ranking on Google? That's a good question.
You know, I haven't had any, and I've checked that out because I did a lot of research as far as that goes in the, you know, graphs. And here's the thing is Instagram's growing so quickly, I couldn't even, it took me like forever to find something that's current about Instagram because it's growing so quickly. And so trust me, I did look online. I might be wrong about this, and you know, Obi, I will find out for you and I'll get you that answer. But I have not seen any sort of difference as far as Google's concerned. No, I have not.
Cool. Norma has a great question. Okay, Norma, I had to fish through a couple of them here. You got a great one. Norma says, could she repeat again what mistake she made when she lost those $9,000? Because that was a very expensive mistake, and I don't blame it. Yeah, that might be worth repeating. So what did you do again, Tarlise, that had you lose 9,000 followers?
I had a website which Instagram did not like. So I purchased a vanity website through GoDaddy, whoever you purchase it from, that was called, and I can say it now because it's not even, I let that thing expire, but it was called IDeserveMoreMoney.com. And I thought it was so cool. I'm in network marketing. So many people are going to think they deserve money, blah, blah, blah. And Instagram hated it, and they thought I was a spammer. They did not look at me as a normal person. They looked at me as a spammer. And so every time I attempted to post a picture, pretty much I was getting like a little dash against me. Okay, she's trying to post again. Okay, and I just thought it was a glitch. I thought, you know, I deleted the app, deleted. I tried everything. Well, eventually they said, okay, enough, and they shut down my account. Well, I had just under 9,000 people. Mind you, during this time, it was over a month, I wasn't getting any customers over that month. I wasn't getting any new people in my organization. So not only did I lose 9,000 followers who could have potentially given me business, I lost out on all of those customers on a day-to-day basis for over a month. I mean, that cost me a ton of money. So, guys, if you're trying to post a picture, every once in a while Instagram has glitches. I get it. But if you've tried more than 3 or 4 times, check your URL. Make sure there's no spam type posts or anything, because the last thing you want to do is get flagged and then lose your account and lose your followers, because you don't know who's following you. I mean, I don't know who those 9,000 people were. I know who some of them were, but I lost out on a lot of money. So if you get to where a couple times it doesn't upload, check your bio, check your profile, and see what's going on and where the glitch is.
Gotcha. Okay, I said 2 more questions, and I already got through 2 of them, but I got to get this one in for my buddy Karina, because I love me some Karina. Karina says, what are the best places to find pictures for your posts? For example, the butterflies in my veil post 6 days ago.
I use Google Images, and I know that you shouldn't necessarily. As long as pictures aren't copywritten, I will find them online. There's a lot of free stock photos. I actually will go into Google on my phone, free stock photos, any that don't have a watermark on them are open for us to use. And so, I mean, you could probably type in free stock photos, butterflies, you could probably find thousands right now.
Cool, cool, cool. All righty then. Let me just see here. Maybe I'll get one more. You guys probably want one more. Let's see. I'm just going to go through. Wow, there's a bunch of them. Let's see here. Who is this? Okay, this is the last one. And who is this? Who is this? Maricela. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Says, I have a mommy blog. Should I use my mommy blog name or personal name on Instagram?
Well, if you're wanting to brand your mommy blog, then I would use that. You know, I had a company for a while. My name's Charlize, but I made custom frames and wreaths and stuff like that. I'm a pretty crafty person, but I used Little Miss Tartar, and that was my name because I wanted to get that brand out there. It really depends on how you want to brand yourself. I mean, if you're using hashtags and stuff, use your own name and hashtag Little Miss Tartar. You know, if it were me, it really is up to you on what you want people, like, just like I said, who do you want to attract? Do you want to attract people that are looking for your blog and mommy type people that would resonate with your mommy blog name, or do you want people that are just looking for you? Probably, if you're really focused on that as a business, then you'll want to go the business route, the mommy blog name. Cedric, what do you think about that? That's my personal opinion. But
I would definitely be, the mommy blog, I would have that same thing on Instagram. Keep it all the same.
Yeah.
Keep it the same, you know, so then it's a lot easier to find you. Do me a favor, Charlize, if you could. I think go to the second to the last slide that you have on your PowerPoint real quick. I want to do something here real quick before we end the webinar. If you can go all the way to the end, there was hold on. Actually, go to 25 real quick.
Okay.
Nope, it's not that one. Go scroll back up a little bit more. Keep going. There's a picture I remember that just made so much sense that I don't want to miss. Let's see, which one is it? Keep going. It's close. Where is it? Hold on. Why has it disappeared here? Hold on. It's in here. Hold on. I'm following you here.
Okay.
Okay, go to 15 real quick. Maybe it's on 15. Okay, bingo. All right. Before I end this webinar, first of all, I want to thank Charlize for giving up so much value, really, really, truly laying down the groundwork for Instagram. All of you need to follow her and pay attention to what she's doing, because you learn from people who have what you want, not from people who have what you already have. If you're not already making sales on Instagram and you want to learn a little bit more, you might want to follow her. Just like she says that, hey, you see somebody on Instagram doing something that you want to be like, a networker, a business person, a mommypreneur, a mommy blogger, and you see someone that's in your niche, pay attention to what they're doing. So first of all, Charlize, how can they follow you? Where can they follow you at? Lay it all down, Sunshine. Give it up.
For now, I want you guys to go to charlize.com and follow me on Facebook. We are redoing my site right now, so I don't want to send anyone there and miss any of your questions. So guys, go to charlize.com. It's going to redirect to my Facebook. I am on there all the time because, like I said, that's where I get a majority of my business. Once I do get my website back up and running, then I will keep in contact with you guys there and send you there. But for now, charlize.com.
Fantastic. So thank you so much for giving up so much value, Sunshine. You dropped so many nuggets here tonight. It's fantabulous, and I know so many people got a significant amount of value. And for those of you that got value, which has to be all hundreds of you here, I want you to do two favors. First of all, shout out Charlize, especially if you're already a friend of hers on Facebook. You know, write down a nugget that you will type out a nugget that you picked up from the webinar and tag her in that nugget on Facebook. And if you do this, it'll start flooding and everybody's like, what the hell happened tonight? What is Charlize doing tonight? Okay, do that. Okay, so drop one of the nuggets that you learned today, you know, not 5 or 10, just a nugget that you picked up from the webinar tonight that she gave you. I'm sure you got many of them. Tag her in it, okay? Subscribe, send her a friend request, all that good stuff, and definitely become her friend. Secondly, I want you to go to facebook.com/OneUpMarketing. Facebook.com/OneUpMarketing. Like the page and drop one of those nuggets on that page as well. Facebook.com/OneUpMarketing. Facebook.com/OneUpMarketing. Like the page, drop one of those nuggets on that page as well so we can know exactly what you picked up. We'd like to definitely get the feedback from everybody out there because each and every week we bring on new people that are really truly here to give you value. And we learned a long time ago, the more you give, the more you get. So you've got to learn to give. You know, there's one big point that I want to say before I end the webinar. You know, there was something that Tarlee said earlier within her slides, probably about 30 minutes ago, is that the easiest way to make money on Instagram is to try not to make money. The easiest way to make money on Instagram, okay, just put out value, just put it out there. Don't try to be so intentional sometimes. Like the guy with the weed and the money, he's intentionally going to jail. He's intentionally putting it out there for the feds to come knocking on his door. Hashtag lock the hell up, okay? Turn around, and when you literally want to put that value out there, the easiest way to do it is try not to even do it. And people will start to become attracted to you just because you don't seem so salesy all the time. Also, there's a lot of new people that are on the webinar tonight. And I've been going through the actual comments and looking at a lot of stuff. And there's one thing that I want to tell you, all of you that are brand new about that are here on this webinar. First of all, we do this webinar each and every week, same time, same station. Within our system, One Up Marketing, not only do we have all this value of numerous different trainers that come in each and every week, we have all the tools that you need to build your business, 16 plus different tools to build any type of network marketing, home-based business, brick and mortar business, whatever you want to build to really explode it. The funnels that you need, that you don't have to worry about having 16 different passwords and 16 different usernames for 16 different systems, and the funnels that you need to be able to build whatever business that you have all under one roof. I highly suggest you get with the person who put you on this webinar, or feel free to visit www.oneupmarketing.com/overview, oneupmarketing.com/overview. It will tag you right back to the person that sent you this particular information. Go back